Quick tutorial CHR vocal effects. I don't know if I've done this in another video. I can't remember. One person requested this, so I'm just trying to do a favor, do a solid. So really, this is made for one person. If other people find enjoyment or at least some use out of it, well, that's awesome. The goal here is to show you how we take, have you been hanging by a moment waiting for your chance to be a piece of dumb copy like that I just read for a promo in Phoenix. And we're going to turn that into what the sort of stereotypical CHR radio vocal filter sounds like. I have a compressor open here, but really we want to start with it. But what you're going to do is you're going to EQ it, and then you're going to compress it. And in the EQ, people have probably heard this, roll off the low end. You're basically going to make it seem like it's coming in through the phone. But then when you compress the crap out of it, it's going to make it seem a little more like you hear on the radio on those KISS FM type stations, or maybe Z100 if you're back east, or WLAN if you're in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, whatever. You're going to roll the low end off. This is all for effect to show you. This is a setting I had. Excuse me. My throat is just ridiculous today. Pop up the high end here and roll off the low end. And again, just for dramatic effect. Also, I'm taking down the gain just so that it doesn't get completely overmodulated. So you can still visually see what's happening. So let's process it. Have you been hanging by a moment waiting for your All right, so you can hear. Obviously, it sounds like it's filtered with just the high end getting through, which is what it should sound like. And people complain, well, but I don't know how to do it right because it's just the phone effects. It sounds like it's just coming in over a phone. It doesn't sound, more powerful. So that's step one. What will give it the power and the beef is when we put dynamic range, or take away dynamic range actually, but when we put a compressor on there. And that's literally what we're going to do. We're going to just slam, and again, I can't stress enough that this is for visual effect. All right, so you can see what happened. It basically just fattened up the audio. It took away, it just takes away the dynamic range. It takes the little crevices in the audio and boosts those up, and it just slams a ceiling on all your peaks so they suddenly become flat like that. I'll just show you the difference real quick. All right, so this is a good example of a peak, and we shall reprocess it, and bam, look at where that went. Gone. It pulled everything up around it, slammed that peak down, and here's what it sounds like. And I'm going to apologize because it's going to sound extremely loud and overprocessed. Have you been hanging by a moment waiting for your chance to be up close and personal with Lifehouse? Have you been hanging by a moment waiting for your chance to be up close? There's compression. Have you been hanging by a moment waiting? Now, the other goal of this, of course, is so that it swims in the music or your effects, whatever you're putting around it, so that you never lose your vocal in the mix. Again, it's training wheels. It's like a security blanket. But this is basically the starting point to get that CHR sound. Roll the crap off the low end in the EQ, compress the crap out of it. It would look something like this. Now, you can also put on some flange. In fact, I'll just drop it on the track as a side note. I'm an idiot. I'm forgetting where my plugins are. Okay. On there. Sorry for the delay. I don't know. Here, we'll just go some. This is pretty exaggerated. Have you been hanging by a moment waiting for your chance to be up close and personal? So you can hear what the flange does. In fact, it's probably doing it to my voice now that I think about it, because I put it on the track. It gives the flange effect, this kind of that stereo spread, that back and forth. You could actually see what the plugin was doing. Anyway, that's it. CHR vocal filtering. Hopefully that helped you. That's all I got. Bye.